So now that we've taken a hard look at the brief and we've clearly understood exactly what the project's all about, we now move into the phase where we explore options. Really everything that we're going to do for the next phase comes under the heading of gathering information. It's just possible that you'll have some, or maybe a fair amount, of background knowledge that will impact on this project, and you've got some ideas that you're hoping are going to fit into the finished solution, and that's absolutely fine. That's not something to be avoided. But you really need to make sure that you keep an open mind and conduct a really thorough search of all different aspects of the project to make sure that you're not missing out on any opportunities. One of the best and most effective ways to search is via the internet. Probably goes without saying that the big advantage of the internet is its vastness. You'll be able to find out relevant information on a wide range of different factors. Some of the things that I use the internet for to help generate ideas were, for example, in different layouts. Turns out you need to do nothing more than go to a search engine and type in coffee shop layout, flower shop layout, floor plans. Be creative with the keywords that you use, and you'll be amazed at the range of options that throws up. As with most internet searches, you're going to come up with a huge amount of information, and the skill is going to be in picking out what's usable and what's not usable. You'll find that there are all sorts of organisations out there that are keen to share information of this kind, from real estate agents to coffee shops and flower shops themselves, architectural firms, building firms. You won't find it hard to come up with a range of floor plans that are already out there, already working, and will generate ideas. Of course, what you're not going to do is simply copy these ideas, but you're going to pick the best of what you find and then you're going to add your touch to it. If floor plans are a kind of obvious thing to be searching for a project such as this, then maybe less obvious would be ideas in terms of decoration. You won't necessarily have in your mind's eye a clear idea of how your shop could be decorated. What might give you some pointers in the right direction is to do an online search for some retail outlets that are already on the go. You can also get ideas for content by looking around for images of flower shops and coffee shops. You might not want to do this, but I had some fun playing around with names and logos for the business here, and I used the internet to generate some ideas. There are logo generators and name generators and strapline generators and all sorts of generators on the internet. If you feed in keywords, if you're smart and creative about the keywords that you use, you can often get some ideas thrown at you that either are ready to go or, with a bit of work, can be turned into something personalised and unique to you. Another interesting aspect in this area was that, having decided on a name, I wanted to make absolutely sure that that name wasn't already taken or the logo wasn't already being used anywhere. So, as a double check, having decided on a name and a logo, I then fed the name into a search engine just to see what it brought up, and luckily it didn't bring anything up that was already in use. You'll know yourself how practical or useful this next suggestion is going to be, and it's that you should be considering visiting various flower shops and coffee shops and other retail outlets for ideas. For the purposes of this project, I went on the road and visited a couple of coffee shops and flower shops and found they were quite receptive to the idea of taking 5 minutes out to chat with me about what worked in their shop and what they would change if they had the choice, and other issues come up that I hadn't anticipated. One thing I'd suggest if you're doing that is don't just go straight up to a shop and start taking photographs of the outside. Apart from being quite impolite, that can throw up its own legal issues that you'll want to avoid. Don't rely on the camera if you do that, incidentally. This is a great opportunity to enhance your sketching technique. Take a pad and a pencil with you and quickly jot down details about floor layout and attractive display and proximity of equipment to each other and anything else that catches your eye that you might think could be useful in your project. If you've explored it thoroughly, you'll know for sure what needs to be included, and you'll know what might be included if you've got the space and if you can make it work. Above all, what will be of most use to you at this stage is an open mind. A preparedness to try new things, a preparedness to try different things, a willingness to aim for something that's absolutely unique to your project, at least one thing that's in your project that you've never seen anywhere else.